Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl here to bring you another reading for Cancer for the end of October 2024. Cancer. It's a lot of messages came out from the cleaning of the deck, and it felt like it was a story unfolded where it just, from beginning to end of the shuffle, I kept getting messages that have this sense of wanting to communicate with another person at a long distance, and the focus of moving to go long distance, travel, to meet with and talk with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, and not coming together, but in between the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. The cards just kept unfolding, and basically I'm gathering that could be a storyline for someone in particular, who's going through a big change. Could be dealing with air signs. Aquarius comes up quite strong with the King of Swords, and there was the Knight of Cups. So that Scorpio and Pisces connection was there as well. No fire signs. I didn't see the king. The only king was the King of Swords. So it feels like a story just happening without any instigation, where two people come together after the Six of Cups was there as well, after not having been in contact for quite some time. That was what it felt like, and the way that it happened was just so easily and naturally and quickly that I didn't want to take more time to shuffle, so I cut the deck a couple of times, and now I'm recounting the story, so it may come around again, those cards, with the swords in particular. Not the negative. There was the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Swords had that sense of strategy attached to it, where there's a plan to meet up. So if you are dealing with air signs, could be that you'll be meeting up quite soon, because it seems that somebody wants to talk, somebody wants to reach out. See, there's the 10 of Cups and the 15. So they're really bent on happiness with you. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So where we had the Six of Cups that was showing at the bottom when I was cleaning the deck. Here we have the Six of Pentacles. So it's a fairness, a give and take that needs to happen. And here we have that wanting to communicate for forgiveness, because there's an obsession with love for you, Cancer. That's what I said. They won't let it go. They're holding on. They're holding on to a connection with you. And it just came out, just tumbling out. So I thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, and protecting me and keeping me safe. Cancer, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares, and most of all for showing up. And the deck just cracked open with the Nine of Cups and the Lovers. So it is that choosing and having that satisfaction and choosing what you love, and getting the wish coming true, because that's the Nine of Cups with the Tower coming down. So there's an epiphany, there's change, and that that wish coming true is for some particular change to take place for some of you. It's happening. It's just unfolding naturally with our Nine of Swords and the seven of Pentacles. So showing up with, again, the Nine of Cups, and then there's the 8. Oh boy. This is the 5 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles is what I was looking at. So it, again, just happening where there's communication, there's that anxiety and that wanting to overcome and have that connection, have that communication. Oh boy, the patience is there. It's building up from the 7 to the 8, but then we see the 5 of Swords, and that's really wanting to have some kind of upper hand, one way or another. They'll do whatever it takes. Is what more. It's more of what I'm getting, especially as we saw the Devil with the Lovers. So it's really obsessed with love, and really they're really wanting to be with you, whoever that is. I mean, Cancer, only you will know. But it's just so overpowering. Cards are flying everywhere. Let's see. We have the Knight of Wands. I picked it up, it was upside down. So it's not feeling like you can just go freely if it's upside down. It's more of that wanting to stay instead of go. You know, not wanting to run and be free. It's like, I want to stay with you. I want to be with you. The complete opposite of what the Knight represents, of that wanting to travel, wanting to move, wanting to go. Here we have the Magician. So it's a question of manifesting that not wanting to be flirty, not wanting to chase, you know, wanting to just be settled. The complete opposite of that Knight. And then we have the Queen of Wands. So it's really, again, fire signs. Now we have the Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. So, and then we have the Magician here. So if you're looking into that determination because you want to be with someone and you want to settle down and have that legacy, that marriage, that family, you're wanting to settle down and have a family with you. They're manifesting, or you're manifesting. Cancer. Let's see how we can maneuver through this. This reading is just bubbling over. Okay, and the 8-card spread that I was using in the last reading I did for October for Cancer, it's the same spread. It's because I'm really enjoying the deck and the way the read flows. So I'm doing another run or another round of this 8-card spread, the Crow Tarot. And the first card is accumulation of where you've been, what's molded you and shaped you till this point of now you're on a pivot where you need to make a choice, as we saw with the Devil and the Lover's card. There's an obsession here. There's someone holding on, made their choice, holding on to what they love and not letting it go. So all of that is bubbling around whatever this card will represent as we flip it, as to say this is what has accumulated. And then the second card is the present moment and the next step into the future. So it's whatever is reflecting off of this card here. And the third card here is what's helping or could be hindering the future of where this has brought you to this moment now, coming into what would be the future. And again, it could be the past for others, depending on your timeline when you're looking at this. And the fourth card it's your deepest fears, so, and hopes, you know, what you really want, and without being able to actually grasp it, it's that subconscious yearning desire. The fifth card is pretty much the grounding card. So what holds you steady and where you want to where you get your fuel, where you get your drive. It could be from other people, it could be from within, it could be from spirit. It's also the advice that spirit would give. And then we have the 6th card, which is lessons learned and what you've come through from this point and what life has taught you in certain instances or situations. And then the 7th card, this is outside forces, so outside of your bubble and trying to penetrate or have some kind of influence over you. This is the outside forces that come around you and make your energy either go into a negative or a positive. And then the 8th card is the potential outcome to this read. So again, what I say is not written in stone, and if you choose to follow the advice of spirit, then this would be the potential outcome to this read. Here we have the Magician. So you're in a manifestation mode, Cancer. Your desire is building and building, and it's very, very potent with the Devil. You know what you want, that Lover's card. You're following your greatest desire, or you're trying to attain it, or you're not letting go of it. Then we have the Emperor with the Magician. It's very powerful, these two. The Emperor, who is responsible and who knows what he wants and is in a directive mode, waving his wand. So it's very powerful magic from within. And again, it makes me reflect on the Devil with the Lover's card, as if to say that the determination is quite fierce and directed with all the power that they could muster to hold on to, or to direct, or to control a situation or a circumstance, or even a relationship. And the drive is amazing, because it's the Emperor following with that desire. So they really are taking responsibility and probably going for their Queen of Wands, because it feels like the fire is strong in this Emperor, even though the Emperor is pretty much the universal of all 4 kings. But I pick up more of fire energy. Could be Aries, could be that Leo, the strength, or even Sagittarius. It is very strong, the fiery side, the passionate side of this Emperor, because he is choosing for love. It is not just desire, but it is for that sense of wanting to build a legacy, to have a family, to set up a lasting family situation, or a lasting relationship, or get into a long-term relationship. And again, we show the Fool coming up after the Chariot. So we're taking on a whole new direction and going with the faith, going with that leap of I just know it's going to work. I know what I want, and it's going to work for me, and I'm going to take that step in the right moment, naturally. That loving Queen, the Queen of Cups, where she follows her instinct and is waiting for the right moment to make that approach, to celebrate. It's as if to ask the person, ask you out on a date, or ask you to marry, or you may be thinking that along those lines about the Queen of Cups, in the sense where you could be the Queen of Cups energy that is thinking and feeling when is the right moment to reconcile, or to come back, or to ask the person out. It's just knowing when to meet up, when to come together, and not holding back in the sense where there's a fear or there's a confusion. It is knowing when to pop the question. In other words, when to ask for that hand in marriage, in in general, because you know what you want. If it is that you embody the Emperor, and you're going with that emotional connectivity to come together, you know when to say, okay, I want you to, I want us to, I'd like to take you here, you know, that approach. It's just naturally loving. It happens without any real effort. You know, that emotional connection, it's almost telepathic, like you can read each other. And again, we see the reconciliation is it's inevitable. Like this asking out, or this asking to marry, is divinely guided. It has to happen. It's meant to happen. It's the repercussions of the attitude of the Emperor. And here we have the Three of Wands. So the hope is in that we're looking forward to what comes next. That we know that it's going to be difficult because it is divinely guided. It's not meant to be so easy. But then it comes just as easily. If you get my meaning, to achieve the position it comes easily, but it's to hold on to it, in other words. So setting up that I want to marry you, okay, let's get married. The hard work in that respect will come after, because you know you belong together, and it is a question of following with what you really want, and being able to grow and change and learn from each other. That's where the hard work is. But you have that natural sense of I belong with you. You know it. It's that justice coming in. It's having earned the relationship from previous lifetimes, if you will. And even in this lifetime, where there was a period of time where you were not able to come together, and it was heavy, it was a burden, and you couldn't do anything but wait and see if it would actually materialize, because the time that was going by is what carved and nurtured and made sure that it would happen. It's in the timing. It's in how long it took for us to come to this point. And this is where that 10 comes in, because it's as if your hope was fueling that the drive to bring in now this moment of when you do meet up and make that offer, it will be destiny, and you will be healed. That relationship will be healed. And we see this card, let go. It will be a victory for you, Cancer. It is as if the work is being done, and it is being shown to you that you're doing the work, so that you will continue along the lines of manifesting this future for yourself and the next person, and being in control, and really changing your life, following that instinct, and being able to make that proposal or choose to be with the next person. You'll know when, and it will be the right time. It will happen in the right time, because it's meant to be. It's inevitable. You're getting what you want. Your wishes are coming true, Cancer. Let's see the second card. It's just unfolding so naturally. I'm just reading the cards as they flow. The Ace of Wands. So again, new beginnings. It's what you want. It's that creativity. If you want to express and the communication. Again, going back to the Eight of Wands. where I saw the page of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands was the first two cards that showed up. And again, it's being focused on having that proposal, having that beginning, having that stability, knowing what you want and being focused on communicating it. Then we have the World card, so it's what's helping you come to that ending up of a cycle, like we see here with the Ten of Wands. It's your time is now. Your hopes are being answered. You're coming into what is just desserts for you. Your future is being laid out. And then we have the fourth card, which is what you've invested in, and you're not letting it go. You've been patient with what you want, with aiming at getting what you want, and you've done all the work to have it, and your patience is paying off. And the worry that you have, or the fear that you have, is that you would not be chosen, or you would be rejected, and it would all just go into stalemate and nothing would come of it, and you would not get what you wish for. But that's your fear, and it's going in the positive, because this is what you've invested in, and it's your patience, and deep down inside you are waiting patiently for it to come to you naturally. And then the fifth card is the Temperance, because it is by divine guidance. Again, the fire signs are very hot here, and feeling the passion, it's just burning, yearning, and wanting. That's what I'm getting from here. Deep down inside, you're just not letting it go. Again, the Devil with the Lovers. The Lovers card, it's obsession. It's holding on and knowing that you're not letting that go no matter what. It is just destined. Again, the Star card. Knowing that it's your destiny. Deep down inside, you're being patient, because you know that offer is going to either come to you, or you will get a yes if you ask the question. And then the sixth card is Lessons Learned. And again, we see the Devil, this obsession, knowing what the obsession is, knowing that you're holding on and working hard and just dedicated to the point where you are not letting go. This is adamance here. It is addiction. It is devotion to the highest degree, where you are just fixated to the point where you cannot let go. You will, you cannot let go. I say it's lessons learned. It's knowing and seeing and understanding what the obsession is, and at the same time being able to release. But again, it is a spiritual obsession, that fierceness in the love, in being patient, and knowing that what you want is coming, that you will be patient enough to have it, because you are getting it here. And the lessons learned here is about control and self-control, and that's where I was trying to get to with. I don't remember what I said now, but I stopped and I came back to the Nine of Cups. But it is in that. It is in that self-control and being able to have it all and know that you have it all, and still be appreciative of having it all. So self-control again. Lessons learned here. What is self-control? Knowing how, knowing when to say no, when to stop, knowing when enough is enough. Again, this is where you get dreams come true. This is when you get your wish granted. This is when you get to heal and go with the flow and appreciate the process and allow the process and being patient. Again, you've come through with being stubborn, but in the positive, because you've come to understand what addiction is and what possession and obsession is, and being able to step back and still be within the balance, keeping things within the balance and being patient. It just, these three here is everything in this reading. And then the seventh card is the Nine of Swords. So we see that outside sources are very concerned with you and what you've been going through and how you've been dealing with and worried about you, in fact. In some cases, I mean, it's all different scenarios that are playing out here. For some of you, it is this really deep romantic love. Others of you, it's overcoming your fears and your desperation and your own addictions in literal sense. And then, of course, there's others of you that you're obsessed with obtaining your dreams to the point where you have come through quite a bit, Cancer, where you know that you have to wait because you've gone through so many attempts to get it fast and get it done that not getting the result has taught you to be patient. You see, that's why I say these three cards. And to have that understanding, again, it's the Sagittarius connection here is in that spiritual quality of being patient, being patient again, being able to understand what it is that is required of you, and being able to step down and step aside, Cancer. Not easy feats here, but because you're guided that way, because you're putting an end to a certain cycle, to addictions, to obsessions, to controlling or being controlled for some. That anxiety here is from outside. It's from others. It's being pushed upon you, or they're worried about you in some cases. But you're coming through because you're manifesting. And you're not just manifesting, but you're in control. You've got self-control. And you're in charge of the changes that you want to make. And you're taking that leap forward. And you know when. And you're holding back when you know you need to. And you're being emotional. You're going with what you feel. You're following your gut. You're following your instinct. To come now to the end, to see that the Queen of Wands, you're determined. You're taking the bold step forward. You're determined to go in the way you want, to get what you want. Nothing is holding you back. In fact, Spirit is guiding you to go forward because you have it within you to recognize when you need to step off or step aside. And allow for healing to take place. I'll take an oracle message. I thank you, Spirit. It's a beautiful reading for Cancer. It's just spiraling up all the way. And the lessons learned here is very important because it is the devil. It is everything about possession, obsession, addictions, and self-control. Being able to have a fresh start and know that you are successful, you're getting what you want. Cancer, you're going to have everything that you wanted, you're getting it. Wishes that you've made are coming true for you. You've deserved, you're very deserving. Okay, let's cut. What is the oracle message for Cancer for end of October 2024? Oh, going by the book. And change in the wind, followed by to the sea. Again, that to the sea is constant with the readings so far. And take a look at by the book. It's number 11. Again, it's doing the right thing, knowing when. And then we have change in the wind. So staying focused and going with the flow, just allowing. Again, that Sagittarius card these three cards are very important here. It creates that balance, and again, it's patience upon patience, and knowing when to say no. Real self-control. Let's see. And it's going in synchronicity, 11 going to the 12. So, what was the 10 then? 10 was unfinished symphony. So, having to take care of unfinished business. Now that we're doing that, we're going by the book, and we're abiding by societal rules and conformity, respecting cultural or family customs, universal laws, being that you want to do it properly. Again, it's this deep love. It's wanting to really step up and be in control, and know that you're not letting go, and you want your queen. Could be dealing with a fire sign, could be dealing with someone who's very, very determined. Could be yourself, Cancer. Could be that you have fire in your chart. Sorry, shaking of everything. I'm going to look at the relationship on that, because it's clear it's about relationships. So getting along with others entails understanding and respecting who they have become as a result of their environment, culture, and experience. Find the middle ground that allows the relationship to flourish while honoring the individuality of the other person. Play things by the book instead of trying to break the rules or pressure others to conform to the way you want to do them. Your connection will deepen as a result. And this is a good thing. This is where change comes in. And things will change, because the change in the wind is a sense that unseen change has been initiated. Preparation for a storm. Awareness that your plans are not on solid ground or firm ground. Feeling a shift, uncertainty about which direction the wind will go, because you are doing the good, things will turn around, and that initiates the good change, and we'll see the prosperity on that. As you endeavor to create a prosperous life, you may encounter unexpected reversals that cause you to shift directions. This is a good thing. So there is nothing to fear. Perhaps an opportunity you sought went to someone else. Perhaps you've pursued something that you suddenly realize is not in your highest good. You might not be 100% clear on where you need to go, but you are certain that things are not going as planned. Circumstances are not in your control right now. Wait it out. All will be well. Even better, actually. Trust. That is where you have the Fool coming in with going with the flow here. Allow Spirit to guide you. You're following your instinct. You know when to back off. You know when to hold on. And you're not letting go. That is purely determination here. This is determination. This is where you're not letting go. You're not letting go. You're going with what Spirit says. Again, this big, deep passion in you. Cancer, it is a relationship on whatever level, financial or an emotional. you are manifesting it, and you are going to have your dream come true, and your life will change, and you will be in control. On that note, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, love and light.